Thanks, Coach. Well, the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Redskins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Check, 43.
13,
31, check 31.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go,
the last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, come on, now, come on, now.
Now Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Hey, check 24, check 24. 43 is the mic. Who that?
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Check, Lucky. 22, check, Bama. 22, check, Bama. Echo. Right, check, 59.
2nd down, Haskins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. To Thompson on the screen. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Here we go, here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 2nd down now, it's Adams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now it's Haskins, and he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Slam, slam, slam.
Shift, watch the shift.
To Thompson on the draw. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36. 46-yard line.
Check. Out. Hunt, 64. Wait. Hunt.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this is caught by Watkins. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
49. Pick me up. Here we go. Check 13.
11.
They run. Anderson. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Let's go.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Now Anderson. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Kill.
They'll run. Anderson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
11.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Kill.
Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Jimmy Garoppolo with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Redskins nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson, and he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You must be dreaming.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Huddle up, baby. Let's get this. Let's get this.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
We got to step it up.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 52. 1, Omaha. 11.
Rush 6-6. Pull it high.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That one caught by Ellison. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here we go.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Go, go, go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's got his man. This is Dodson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On the sneak is Garoppolo. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Switch.
Watch the safety creep. Check. Fresno.
On 1st down, this is Adams. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes...
And look at this. It's a fake. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Panthers will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Garoppolo trying to lay one up deep. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
You don't want no problem from me.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Garoppolo now. They'll find his tight end, Seals-Jones. Touchdown, Carolina. Ricky Seals-Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Once more, Adams on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Well, pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Get the ball. 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, a run with Thompson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
65.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
Get ready.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
White.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. I'm out.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And Anderson's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Share. Tighten up.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd down, Haskins. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Haskins now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It's coming this way, here we go.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And this one completes a read. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike is 51.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's got Thompson here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They run the counter. Adams. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Bring it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
All day. Sponge. No.
Again, Anderson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, alert!
Watch out.
Recon, 132 fighter.
1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
This is caught. Watkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Mike 5-9. We ain't giving up.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Josh Adams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Watch the slant.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They run with Anderson. He's been the bell cow tonight. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
No. Off. He's coming.
65.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Here's Haskins to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
23 yards the pickup there.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Redskins D leads to a touchdown. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes it 24-13.
Redskins 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Here we go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
To throw is Garoppolo. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Haskins to Thompson on the screen. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd and short. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check hot route. Hot. 54.
4th down. Here's Haskins. And it is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here we go. 180.
49's a Mike. Too little, Cupcake.
Stay hot.
And they take a knee.
Garoppolo on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Mike, stop your whining.
And they will take a knee here.
Garoppolo on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys who's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Carolina, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and